And record. Okay, guys. Hey, it's Ope from Ope Gaming. Oh, okay. I'm kind of dumb. I am dumb. I recorded this whole session with Savage and Takesh, and we had talked about the buffs, and then we got down to the nerf on Urogrim. And I found out I didn't switch over my mic and my headphone, so there's no sound in my other video. So I said, we'll redo the Urogrim one, and the rest we'll just make a passing thing like, yep, all the other buffs are great. We're all happy about the other buffs. They seem legit. Pixel needs maybe another one, like more of a buff. But let's get down to the nitty gritty and what the community is upset about. It's Urogrim. Urogrim can be used to solo content with food, and that way you get a lot of value on your energy spending, right? You can take him into Ice Golem 25, you can take him into Dragon 25. He does need help, though, in Fire Knight, and he's actually, I've seen people use him for Baumel, right? The Dreadhorde. He does a lot of work on Baumel because he can just keep placing, increase, he puts heals, and they just splash out a bunch of, little poisons. But they're doing him dirty, right? So let's talk about the nerf. They're going to nerf his A1 here. This will now only be 2 times. Still same chance and everything, and still for 2 turns. But they're taking a hit away from him. So he's not going to be as good against the Fire Knight. And then the one that's really upset the community is this. Instead of placing 3 poisons on all enemies, it's going to be place 2 poisons on all enemies for 2 turns. And it will now only place 1 continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. And they've increased the cooldown to 6 turns, so you can only book it down to 4 turns instead of 3. Right? So, I mean, he's not the speed you would need to get him at to offset that cooldown and the accessories that you're going to need, which I already do have my Urogrim and all refresh accessories, but that's still only, 15% chance of it happening. And, I mean, it's going to make him obsolete. He's not going to be able to do what he's already been done. And I'm going to call this out as a shady deal, right? He's been out for about 3 weeks to a month, right, guys?
Yeah, I think it was about 4 weeks. I pulled him like literally a day after they launched him on 80 voids. He was the only one I got that was worth it.
Right. And so we had a 2 times void event 2 weeks ago on the weekend, and then we just had a 10 times Krisk event this last weekend. So they have sold a metric shit ton of void shards. I was able to accrue 80 during the times 2 because all I wanted was this guy. You can go back and look at my videos. I screamed like a little girl, like a little girl with a deep man voice, that I got this guy. And he's all I wanted. I got 3 legendaries at 80. That's an astonishing percentage, thing of luck. But, I had 2 dupes, and I end up getting Blind Seer, which was new, which, I didn't care about. She's a great champ. But I didn't get Urogrim until my last 10 pull, and then I was happy because that's all I wanted. And I feel that's what a lot of the player base wanted. They just wanted Urogrim. Please, yes, fuck you, Ice Golem. I need something to help me out. Please, yes, I want to be able to be efficient with my energy. And, they don't have Bad Alcazar. They don't have Tomb Lord, who can solo dragon and get food to level up. Urogrim was more attainable. And in most instances is probably better than the other guys. Bad L you can make a case for. Tomb Lord you can make a case for, right? Bad L makes you do more damage against people with poison on them. Tomb Lord puts decreased defense and decreased attack. And he has a 3-hitter that puts decreased speed. They're all great in their own way. But I think they waited until after they sold the Void Shards for these last 2 events. Because people bought a lot for Krisk. He's the best Void in the game. And people bought a lot trying to get Krisk or, Krisk or Sify the Lost Bride or War Chief or whoever they were hoping to get during that times 2 event. And then they pulled this rug out from under us. If this is all true, if this list is an actual thing, I haven't seen any clarification on Playroom saying this is real. But I feel it probably is real. And I believe they need to give us recompense for this. So we need to have 4 4-star chickens, 5 5-star chickens. We need all the brews that we need to send him back. And we need all 13 books of Epic books that we needed, and actually the silver cost. I would be totally fine if they were like, listen, we know you guys love Urogrim. He's very overpowered. We're going to nerf him, but we're going to give you all the resources back that you had put into him to make him amazing, right? Do you guys think that'd be a fair trade-off then?
Well, I think it's the least they could do, right? Because it's also people, having to, come up with his gear, like crafting regen gear for him to make him work. So a lot more went in than just the books and leveling him up, right?
Right.
So I really think that they should consider that.
I think that would be the bare minimum. What do you think, Takesh?
I think they should, but I don't think they will.
Right, that's the
I don't
sad
think-
thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's their style to do things, even though I only played the game for a few months. But I don't think they would.
You don't
Ever.
get a warm, fuzzy feeling from them, yeah?
No,
No,
absolutely not.
especially this move now. That's like, it's dirty. I think it's real dirty. Like,
100%.
yeah,
They were told. They were told even, before they were in the game. Same with Giscard. The content creators told Blind,
Right.
look, this guy is overpowered. You have to nerf him. They didn't, and now they do it like way, way too far out. It's just he's embedded in the game now.
right, and that's the thing, right? If this would have been a Giscard situation where they pre-nerf him before he's released, nobody can be unhappy because nobody has him,
Yeah.
right? But then now we have him, and he is amazing. And I had to wait weeks to fully book mine and get his masteries. Like, I had to run Minnow because the Clan versus Clan tournament that we saved for. And it's all fucking nothing now. It's all nothing. It's like a gun with no bullets. It's going to be worthless. It's going to be a stick you can hit people with, I guess, but fuck.
And if they told he was too strong, they didn't have to nerf him in the ground either, right? Because
Yep.
if you look at the A3, like they nerfed that in two ways. They increased the cooldown, but they also halved the healing from it, right? So 2/3 of the poison, half the healing, increased cooldown. It's essentially useless.
Yeah. You know what actually I wouldn't have been upset about if they increased the cooldown. Because you'll still get 3 poisons and you'll still get 2 continuous heal buffs.
Sure.
And you can get lucky with Master Hexer, and you'll still have poisons on the enemy or the boss. Plus his A1 puts out a bunch of poisons. You could have just left the A1 alone. There's no reason to touch the A1. But whatever, It would have been really obvious and upsetting if they did a 10 times Urogrim during that Krisk thing too. And then they did this. Oh my god. I think the cap would have blown off.
Yeah, I think if they'd done that, there wouldn't be going back from that situation. I don't think they would have nerfed him. So I think they were expecting that this would happen. They knew he was good. If they weren't going to nerf him, they would have had a 10x for him.
Right. You're right, I think. It wouldn't have been like the provoke 10x either. Or they could have done like a 10 times during the 2 times, which they'd done before. Or they could have been like, here's 40 shards, just like Ursula the Mourner. You get 40 on your 40th one, you're guaranteed Urogrim. They would have probably done that. But they're not. See, and that's something I want to point out to you guys. There's very few that follow me. And I'm going to put this on Reddit too. They don't care about us. They absolutely do not. And they, like an abusive relationship, they keep doing dirty shit to us, and we come back to them time and time again, right? And you can make all the excuses you want. The game looks great. I love the gameplay. I have all, personally, why I'm staying in now is because I have all these clanmates, and these guys are all good friends, and I like them now. Even Takesh, who's a shitter.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
fuck it.
I'm staying in it for the community, but if this Urogrim thing doesn't get corrected, as in you don't nerf him this bad, you change the nerf, or you don't nerf him at all, or we get recompense, I might just leave. This game has been a big sinkhole. I know my wife's not happy I play it, but I guess those are just our thoughts. Anything else, guys, before we head out?
I would also accept, a few bad Alcazars to compensate for the Urogrim nerf, because I don't have him, and I need someone for dungeons.
Right, exactly. That'd be another thing, which they never do. They'd never be like, oh, here's a bad Alcazar, sorry for fucking up your Urogrim, which I would even take that. I'd been like, fine, fuck it, Urogrim's gone. I'm going to move his gear over onto Bad L. Like,
Exactly.
Don't even need to give me books. You don't need to give me gems, no silver. Just, if you just gave us a Bad L, I'd be like, fine, okay, we'll use it. But they're playing dirty pool. And I really think the community needs to speak out against this, right? This needs to not either happen or happen in a lesser degree, where the community can understand that this guy is broken. And the content creators a month ago were telling them, this dude's broken, but they didn't listen.
Here we are.
Right, and here we are. It's another ignorant thing where they think they're the parents and we're the children. Like, they know better than us. I don't know, man. I even wonder if they play their own game sometimes. Anything else, Takesh? You got something?
No, not really.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for being in on the channel. I'm happy to have you guys. I'd like to get you back more for discussions and anybody else that we got in the clan. For everybody that comes to watch me, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.